Welcome back to another SCP reading, dear researchers. Today we're going to be reading SCP-300, A World in a Bottle. Now without further ado, item number SCP-300, Object Class, Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-300 is stored in a locked and climate-controlled container at Site Redacted. Experimentation on SCP-300 may only be performed with prior written permission from at least one Level 3 senior researcher, and any observations made must be recorded for later analysis. Description: SCP-300 consists of an antique glass perfume bottle, SCP-301, containing approximately 2.4 cc of an unidentified colorless liquid, SCP-300-2. When a single drop of SCP-300-2 is extracted from SCP-300-1, and the drop is viewed through a standard optical microscope, an animated scene becomes visible. While no two drops have shown precisely the same scene, these scenes generally take the form of pastoral or woodland scenes consistent with that of Victorian-era England. So far, attempts to analyze the exact chemical components of SCP-300-2 have inexplicably failed, with spectrometers reporting wildly variant or false data, thus making attempts at replicating it impossible. SCP-300-2 also invariably evaporates within 2 to 8 hours of being drawn outside of SCP-300-1, despite all attempts at stabilizing the substance or controlling laboratory conditions. SCP-300 was first documented along with Redacted after being recovered from the attic of a row home in Redacted, UK on a redacted date in 1863, following a raid by agents of the Royal Society for the Security, Containment, and Protection of Anomalous Artifacts. SCP-300 was transferred to SCP Foundation possession on a redacted date in the 1900s. Addendum 300-1, Experiment Log Abridged. Date, redacted in the 1900s. Procedure: a single drop, approximately 0.07 cc of SCP-300-2 transferred to microscope slide. Video recorded for approximately 3 hours before SCP-300-2 evaporated harmlessly. Details: visible scene consists of a dirt road lined with trees of an unidentified species. Coloration of leaves suggests that the scene was taking place in autumn. A light breeze is blowing, causing some of the yellowed leaves to fall to the ground. At approximately 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 18 seconds, a horse-drawn carriage with a driver and 2 passengers passes through the scene. Clothing worn by the individuals seemed to be consistent with that worn in Victoria-era England. No other significant events are recorded. Date, redacted in 1900s. Procedure: a single drop, approximately 0.08 cc of SCP-300-2 transferred to microscope slide. Video record lasts approximately 5 hours. Details: visible scene consists of a rural farm. Size of wheat plants visible in scene indicate late summer time period. A family consisting of 2 adults and 3 children of varying age are periodically visible in various areas of the farm, performing chores. Clothing of family consistent with previously established time period. Date, redacted in the 1900s. Procedure: a single drop, approximately 0.07 cc of SCP-300-2 transferred to microscope slide. Video record lasts approximately 2 hours. Details: visible scene consists of the interior of a well-furnished residence. Within the visible area are a lit furnace and several armchairs. 3 well-dressed individuals, 2 men and 1 woman, are seen conversing while enjoying a bottle of what is presumably red wine. Liberating analysis of their conversation is incomplete, but fragments developed so far indicate a casual political discussion regarding issues appropriate for the year 18 redacted, again in Victoria, England. Date, redacted in the 1900s. Procedure: 2 drops, approximately 0.15 cc of SCP-300-2 transferred to microscope slide for experimentation. Video record lasts approximately 3 hours. Details. Video record is blurry and indecipherable. Although a few fragments of video have been analyzed, no useful information is gathered. Further experimentation is to be limited to a single drop of SCP-302. Addendum 300-2. Incident 300-012. On a redacted date in the 1900s, Dr. Redacted was found dead in Laboratory C, with cause of death being self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Laboratory surveillance shows the doctor obsessively viewing a recent record from a SCP-300 experiment, and becoming increasingly agitated until he pulled out his sidearm and took his own life. Upon investigation, the record was identified and analyzed as a 3-hour-long recording made during an experiment on a redacted date in the 1900s. The recording shows a young woman of approximately redacted years of age sitting in an armchair and embroidering an article of clothing while singing to herself. Further investigation showed a startling resemblance between the woman and the doctor's late wife, who died during redacted, up to and including a birthmark visible on the left side of her neck. Experimentation on SCP-300 has been temporarily placed on hold, pending research into possible telepathic or memory-affecting capabilities. Addendum 300-3. Inscription located on back of SCP-300. A world in a bottle for my beloved Nora. W.A. A world inside a bottle, or some memory-affecting liquid? You know what? I think it's more likely to be a memory-affecting liquid. We should try this on someone who has no idea about, well, if we could, an alien, nothing about the world, but that's unlikely, so maybe someone with a different point of view entirely on existence. But that's all the time we have for today, dear researchers. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you all next time. Also, as a heads up, if you get tired of me releasing at odd hours of the night, which, don't worry, I am also tired of that, and you wish to be notified when I release, you can always either click the bell, of course, or there's also a Discord where we get notifications about stuff like that when the bot works. Sometimes it doesn't. Good luck.